We have the program focused on street children. 72 children were picked up from the street. 50 of them benefit from cognitive behavioral therapy. We worked with their families as well. And when we say we work with their families, is also making sure that their parents have access to employment and they have, as a family, the opportunity to benefit from work.
What we would have done when we rescue these children, we do an assessment of the family. Oftentimes, the family would be in a vulnerable situation, so we use the ministry services. Using these services, like the welfare, that's if it's public assistance. We also use what we call parenting training. Our minister alluded to that earlier, so that's some capacity building we do with the family. And it's a long-term program that, or structure that we have in place for these families, and we assess from time to time. Most times these children, they come in on a temporary basis, and then it's just that the assistance that is needed, that's why they're out there. And once that is provided, we monitor and we continue to monitor.
You can actually call and say, we've seen children, and sometimes they have some repeaters, but we're seeing a reduction in that. And most of these children have families. In fact, 99% of them have families, not that they're without families on the street. The problem is neglect, and if we look at how the cases of child abuse, over 3,000 of those cases we had this year, the highest number will be cases of neglect, in fact. And if we look at who the perpetrators are, I don't want to sound harsh or diminishing anyone, mothers are actually at the top of that list. And if you look at neglect, that's a lot of reasons why children are out on the street. So the kind of work they're doing is very, very important. And
4 families in particular, they're the repeated offenders, and they move all around Georgetown. So we've been working with them, and we've seen it's just one family in particular that we continue to work with, and it's single parents. I can tell you that offhand, and there is need, and we have been providing all support. So for this Christmas season, I'm happy to report I haven't seen them on the street. I have no report